What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft, how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. We know, like, over these last several months, we have all of these outsiders from different nations here. And one thing they have not done is hold back on how nasty they are to us. And one of the big things they have been saying is we have no culture. But I notice all of the people that say this, nobody on the planet is copying any of their cultures. I don't see anything that people are doing on the continent that's being duplicated worldwide. I don't see it happening from any nation in the Latin world, okay, or anywhere for that matter. But we do see ourselves being copied and duplicated everywhere globally. So I just find that interesting. The people that no one is duplicating their culture are telling us we have no culture. Okay, if you say so. And you know what? And I want y'all to also notice another thing. While they're telling us we have no culture, they're sitting there dressed like us. They're not dressed in their traditional African attire. They're telling us we have no culture while sitting there dressed like us. Go figure. So I'm going to show you. Let me get this video here. All right, let me share my screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Unk does not mean uncle, guys. Unk does not mean uncle. Does anyone know unk does not mean uncle? What does it mean, Wyatt?
It means uncool, but like, and I just found out what unk means. It means uncool.
Did anyone else know that unk means uncool?
I just found out that unk means uncool. And
respectfully, shut the fuck up. God damn. Do you ever shut that trap of yours? No? I say that.
We absolutely need to start gatekeeping our culture. It's gotten to a point where white people feel so entitled and comfortable taking Black culture, especially AAVE, and whitewashing it to the point where they think they own the terminology and the usage of something to redefine what it means. Unk means one thing, and I'm not going to explain what it means to y'all because y'all don't need any further explanation to try to steal and regurgitate it back to us. But I know one thing unk doesn't fucking mean, and unk does not mean uncool. You know what's uncool? That you guys can't come up with your own slang. Back in the day when I was growing up, you guys had some cool ass shit you would say. You're on thin ice, pal. Oops, I'm just gonna scooch right past you. Get a load of this guy. Newsflash, pal. You guys have so many cool things that you could do and come up with yourself, but you are stealing Black speak, trying to make it something else, and telling us that unk means uncool. On the first day of Black History Month, please stop. Stop.
That's one of the biggest talking points when you talk to immigrant Blacks. You know, we don't have no culture. They have no culture. They have no culture. We have no culture, but everybody in the world steal from us. You got Asians trying to get afros. You got Asians doing trap music. You got Asians doing Black spiritual music now. They got band choirs over there in Asia singing like Black people. You got African people, Dido and Burna Boy and all these people that try to emulate what we do, Nasty C, the list goes on. But we have no culture, but everything y'all do, it comes from
We are the culture, man. We are the culture of the world.
They sell a cereal, they sell a pop tart, they got hip hop music in it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything comes from what we do, but we have no culture. We are the culture.
Yeah, we are the drum beat of the culture, straight up.
Like
Black culture, it is popular culture. That and is arguably like everything from music to sports to, you know what I mean, just to cinema. Like everything is kind of like derived from Black culture. The Kardashians, that body type, the edges laid down, right? Just be 100% real. When you see an individual like myself and I got a mouthful of gold on, when it's from your culture, how does that make you feel?
I feel like if you do it, you got to respect us. If you do it and you don't respect us, that's where all the hate comes in. Just like the whole Kardashian shit. Like they don't respect Black women. They don't respect Black people. So, you know, in that sense, like we don't fuck with them. But if you respect us, we respect you. And, you know, it's right and wrong. Like wearing braids. Wearing braids ain't for everybody. But y'all will find out on your own when your hair start falling out. You see what I'm saying? We can't tell y'all what to do.
Back and shit.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you.
We can't tell y'all what to do. But as long as y'all respect us, because, you know, you doing something that came from us.
Yeah.
That's what I think about.
Okay, it's like appropriating versus embracing.
You can't go anywhere on this earth without seeing our influence. The problem is, unlike any other Black culture on the face of the planet, we have been colonized and monetized for profit by everyone, including the Koreans. K-pop ain't nothing but R&B. And the funny thing is, everyone's coming over here and benefiting from the fact that we put out the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. All of those things that started as the Black liberation movement, but then got shoehorned into civil rights because everybody wants to come off of our pain. American culture is Black culture.
They say Black Americans have no culture, but let's break that lie real quick. We gave the world jazz, blues, rock and roll, hip hop, gospel, funk, R&B. From breakdancing to the electric slide to TikTok challenges. The rhythm began with us, our soul food. Built on love, legacy, and survival. Seasoning, flavor. That's Black American brilliance. Our hair is art. Our style gets copied every season. They study our drip like it's a major. They talk like us. From period to no cap to its giving. AAVE. African American Vernacular English seems to be the internet. We built movements, invented solutions, redefined greatness, and we did it while fighting to be seen as human. No culture? That's funny. Nope. We are the culture. Foundational Black American culture. Built this country, and the world copies it daily.
You can claim indigenous, but the sun reminds every non-Black race that you're all just colonized offspring. Asians suddenly want locks and textured hair, which isn't flattering or appreciated, honestly. Latinos are filling their bodies with Fix-A-Flat to mimic how the Most High sculpted her chosen, who are the essence of creation itself. Africans are literally pretending like no other. I mean, the cosplay is more disrespectful than the pretendians, to be honest. They cosplay in education, sports, medicine, politics, hair, beauty, you name it. They are the new school colonizers. And last, the group that is definitely least, DeWites, the group that had to be in America so bad that you forced your filthy way in, who can't create their own culture, so they decided to mimic Black Americans. You even tried to hijack the Victorian era? This is how true Americans look before emaciated boats entered the East Coast. You still managed to make things look even worse. You came over here and learned how the indigenous Black Americans lived, not the other way around. They taught you about Thanksgiving and how to eat as a family.
Black culture is American culture. As an Indian man that was born and raised in America, I'm telling you right now, every aspect of American culture, sports, fashion, art, music, all of it, it's all Black culture. Black culture is American culture. This superior race bullshit that's being spewed right now, that's what it is. It's just bullshit. Because if you take away your money, you take away your business, you take away your influence, it all collapses. The American economy will collapse without you. Some of the single most greatest inventions that were created in America were by Black people. I'm just tired of this like narrative that like, oh, people are too ghetto. Oh, people are this and people are that. You'd be nothing without them. You'd be nothing without them. And this isn't just for like my Black friends. This is like for all minorities. They would be nothing without you. And another thing, stop supporting these corporations that literally disrespect you on a daily basis.
Y'all, I don't think the world understands that Black America got so much culture that it's a different version of it in every single state. A different way that they eat, a different way that they talk, a different way that they cook, a different accent, different way that they dance, a different way that they make music. It's so much drip and so much culture that other Black Americans travel to other states just so they can experience other Black Americans' cultures that's different from their Black American culture that they have created in their state. It's so much. It's so crazy how much culture and tradition Black Americans have. You know, I don't think the world appreciated enough. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy.
I'm gonna hold your hands real tight when I say this because I love you. But if you're a Black American, you absolutely have culture. Riddle me this: if we don't have culture, then what is it that the world is constantly trying to copy? I'm just saying, our music literally has moved and shaped the globe. Our flavor has built traditions from soul food to Southern staples. Our style sets trends before they literally even have names. Our rhythm, our slang, our creativity, it's all been studied, borrowed, and monetized. But here's what they can't copy. They can't copy our resolve. They can't copy our faith. They can't copy our endurance. And they can never copy our ability to run that pain into power. We're not less than. We're more than conquerors. And we have every right to be proud of who we are, baby. I love being Black, and my Black is beautiful. All right, I didn't say it as motivation. I love you, but I love you best.
It hit me why people believe that African Americans don't have any culture. It's because our culture is stolen on such a large scale, and so many people adopt to what we do and the trends and culture that we create that they think it belongs to everybody. They steal it so freely and so easily that they believe it belongs to them. They believe it belongs to everyone. So therefore they don't think we own it. But majority of what the world does globally is because of African Americans. So next time you go to your hip hop class, you start singing the blues, you enjoy your R&B, you look at your sense of fashion and style, you need to think about where that came from. Because I can almost bet you 9 times out of 10, somewhere up in there, it came from us. It's just that we have been stolen from so much from the beginning since we got here. People have taken credit for our inventions. People have taken credit for our thought processes, our theories, anything that we do. 9 times out of 10, for a certain period of time, it was stolen from us. So people would look down and say, oh, African Americans don't have any culture. Yes, we do. You're just doing it, so you think it's yours.
So somebody finally said the quiet thing out loud, that people are stealing Black culture, and now everybody is mad at her. So a Korean American woman is letting it be known that K-pop is made from Black culture, and that shit is ruffling a lot of people's feathers. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
Some of you may know, some of you may not know. I'm Korean American. I was born here in the States. But let's talk about this. Is not a complicated conversation, okay? K-pop is not some isolated cultural phenomenon. It's Black music and Black culture. A lot of you guys have been DMing me. What do you think about K-pop? So I'm addressing it right now. It is Black R&B, hip hop, pop, systemized through a Korean entertainment industry.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but let's stop pretending. K-pop didn't just get inspired by Black culture. K-pop is Black culture, stolen, repackaged, sanitized, and sold back to the world without the people who created it. And every time somebody says it, the internet gets upset. Like y'all can't see the choreography, the R&B melodies, the rap canvases, the streetwear, the hair, the slang. Where did that come from? Everything came straight out of Black American culture, like everything does. Mind you, none of this shit popped out of thin air. The entire foundation of K-pop was built copying Black artists, not inspired. Copy the New Jack Swing, the early 2000s R&B, hip-hop dance crews. Korea studied Black culture like a textbook. And then what do? They turned it into a $1 billion industry, like they all do. But the crazy part that we already know, they took the culture, but not the people. They respect the culture, but not the people. Go down the rabbit hole. You'll see groups dancing like Black artists, dancing like Black choreographers, wearing styles born by Black community. But where are the Black idols they stole it from? All right. They're not allowed to exist in that system they stole it from. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that K-pop isn't talented. I'm saying that the industry pretends the blueprint didn't come from us. They act like the sound is original, like they invented that shit. But every single generation of K-pop owes its identity to Black American culture. You could borrow the style, but you can't erase the source. And you can't erase the source. For real.
For the people who are in denial about K-pop appropriating Black culture, right? The K-pop fans, I don't know. Something is very special with you. And I really want to know what type of la la land you be in, because like your country's racist. Okay. Everybody, like, we all understand that now, especially with this whole like thing that's happening on X, where like South Koreans are saying racist stuff about Southeast Asians based on like how they look. They're calling us monkeys. They're talking about how poor we are, all this. How do you think that these K-pop fans, which by the way, this happened at a K-pop concert, okay? The K-pop fan, the K-pop person said it to them. How do you think that they really feel about Black people naturally, given that Black people are just naturally melanated? But when you guys are saying on here, right, when Asian Americans and Black Americans are trying to talk together about like how we can exhibit changes and stuff, Black Americans exhibit racism from beauty stores. Who do you think own these beauty stores? Vietnamese people got the nail salons. My people, Chinese Cambodians, we got the donut shops, or we got the Chinese fast foods. I don't know how much more proof do you guys need in order to take accountability to understand that you cannot appreciate Black culture and give enough credit to the Black American community. Like, you cannot pay them or credit them enough when your country is quite literally racist and you guys discriminate. Like, I don't know how much more we can prove to you so that you can hold that accountability.
Black people are the cool. They're the
make things
culture.
cool.
They're the culture drivers of America without
Cultural
question.
filters,
In
for
some
sure.
ways, I guess that's, maybe ancient Greece. What's democracy if not the original hip hop? How everything filtered out from that. Kind of, the same way.
Love it when you call me Big Son.
The same way music's been taking from Black people forever.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's kind of been taking our shit between philosophy and democracy.
It happens every single day. People steal our style. They steal our culture. They steal our words. They steal how we dress, how we feel, what we drink, what we eat, everything. And we can't allow that to be a point where it's like, oh man, we ain't getting the credit. It's almost like you got to be like, oh shit, we got to do it even harder.
Exactly.
Like everything that we do, we move the needle. And we got to continue to do that.
People love the culture from Black people, and then when they see Black people go through the worst injustice ever, they quiet. Exactly. And it's like, we need that love. We need that. Give us that credit by standing with us so we can stand together, all nationalities. But you see us going through it, say something, because we're here. We're giving the world our sauce and all of that. And it's like, if you want to take that sauce or whatever you want to call that thing we give out to the world, then be there with us. Speak up against the injustice.
I'm Jewish and Irish. I wish I was Black. Every white Jewish guy wishes he was Black.
Like, this world's amazing. I mean, let's also just be real. Like, I wanted to be Black.
Listen,
all the best players in the world were Black. All the best people.
Oh, why do you hang out with so many Black people then, huh? What do you want to be Black? Again,
A little bit. It's so much cooler some of the time, okay? Every white person wishes they were black a little bit. Any white person who says they don't is a fucking liar or a cop, okay? Do not believe that to be black. I want to be black. We live in a society that emulates black people. We want to be black, dress black, talk black. We text black. I sent out a text this morning. I was like, yo, what up? Where you at? I've never said that sentence out loud in my life.
Wow.
So like for me, I think my family's been trying to be black for a long time.
You like the Kardashians in here.
This is all the things to qualify as a culture is food, music, clothing, language, tradition. Okay, so tradition, cookouts, family reunions, Kwanzaa, we got that. Okay, language, we got Gullah Geechee, Creole, Tutnese.
That's
we
not
got
ours though. We're
that.
talking about
Yes, that is.
African-Americans. We're talking about African.
That's literally our. Okay, this Gullah Geechee, Creole, and Tutnese is languages that black people made. So that's our languages. We have the most influential clothing ever. We made the style that's now today. Like nobody was doing this before. The putting the logo on clothes and stuff. Dapper Dan, that was a black man who took Louis Vuitton bags and cut it and made it into clothing. The reason you don't see the culture is because people think African American culture is for everybody. Food, soul food. It's a difference between being ghetto and African American culture, because we do have culture and it has nothing to do with just the hood life. I'm gonna tell you, this is all the things to qualify.
What are we talking about?
But
And that's the truth. That's the truth. You know, that little young brother knew what he was talking about. Now that girl sitting behind him, she needs to be quiet and learn. So anyway, and those two white guys that we're talking about, they get democracy and philosophy from them. No, nobody gets that from white men. I'm just telling you. In fact, usually when y'all fall out with other nations, they will tell you, and I've seen this, they will tell you they don't want no Western world democracy. They don't want it. They don't want it. And philosophy, I never met one person in my lifetime that get philosophy from white people. So I don't know what the hell the two of you are talking about. Maybe you just said that to make yourself feel better. I don't know. So anyway, y'all, we got culture because every single group that comes in this land copies our culture. All right. And like I said in the very beginning, they're telling us we have no culture while sitting there dressed exactly like us. Okay. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Mm, 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 mm. You know, I'm glad all of the things that are happening today are happening, and it's happening more on a more visible level than before. We would have these little debates back in the day among each other. We knew these white people would be stealing from us all the time. And every now and then you'll even come across videos online where they're admitting the reason why they steal other people's culture is because they know they don't have one, and which makes sense. You know, if you really had one, you wouldn't have to study and copy other people, but that's what they do. And all of these other groups do it as well. The Africans, too, all of you. You know, there is literally no group that comes on this soil and they don't duplicate us. None. So the next time somebody tries to tell you we have no culture, ask them what culture do they have, and is the whole world copying their culture? And they know they're not. You know, people are not copying African culture. It is not being copied anywhere. People are not copying no Latino culture. So these people, I guess they got to live out their little fantasies, let them live it out. We got more culture than they had in the last century. And then they said, well, your culture is made up. Ladies and gentlemen, all cultures are made up. It had to start some damn where. All of them are. All languages are made up. So when they tell you this, oh, well, that's made up, everything's made up, including the languages that they're speaking. And another one the Africans run to, you don't speak nothing but English. We live in America. We don't have to speak nothing but English. The hell you talking about? We ain't got to learn 50 different languages. We live in America. The only language we need to speak is English. I mean, what benefit is it for me to speak some African language and nobody around me speaks that language? That's not going to do me any good. All right? It's not going to do me any good. And being that Gentile groups don't get along with us, why would I want to learn their language? Why would I want to learn the language of people that openly hate my people? I fuck your language. I ain't got to learn your language. I'm getting around just fine without your language. So everybody, let me see here. Black or Us 365. Thank you so much for the super chat. Always imitated, but never duplicated. But you know what? Black or Us 365, the duplicate is never as good. You ever notice that? The knockoff is never as good. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I do have clippings of the Donald Trump speech. I'm looking at all kinds of reviews. People said it was boring. His State of the Union was boring. This man babbled for 1 hour and 40 minutes. That is way too long. I don't believe a State of the Union speech should be no longer than maybe an hour. When for an hour and 40 minutes, that's outrageous. I wouldn't even want to sit and listen to Donald Trump's voice that long. So anyway, I have that coming up at 1:45. So I will see you then. Have a wonderful afternoon. Shalom, family.